Hi, just a quick tutorial on Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing that helps to balance the whole system. So we have the causal body, the subtle body, and the material body. And in Ayurveda and Yoga, when we work with the subtle body, so that's the breath, the mind, emotions, and our discerning faculties, we actually have much more power to enable our material body, but also connect into the causal body or the universal consciousness. So here we work in tandem with causal and material. And it's a really simple practice. You bring your left hand down to relax on your thigh. If you are sitting up, it does help. And then you take your middle finger and index finger together and you bring them to the middle of your forehead, and you just create a circle going to the right first, 3 times, a really small, gentle circle in the middle of your forehead. And then you rotate to the left then 3 times. And in that time, you're lengthening up through your spine and preparing for alternate nostril breathing. You bring your ring finger to the left side of your nose, to the left nostril. You breathe out through your right, and then you breathe in. And then you lift the ring finger, but at the same time your thumb is coming to the right nostril. You breathe out through your left nostril, and then you breathe in. You change and the ring finger goes back onto the left nostril. You breathe out through your right, and then you breathe in. And then the thumb presses down onto your right nostril, so you breathe out through your left, and you breathe in. And you continue like that. So as you practice, I will just talk a little bit. The effort is to stay upright, to lengthen through the spine, and to keep your head lifted. We often drop our head forward trying to make it more comfortable. To make it more comfortable, it does help if the elbow is drawn in towards your body, and so that there's no pressure on the right shoulder to sustain the posture. When you do get tired, you lower your right hand down, and the palm can face downward or upward. And you sit and you wait in silence as you begin to feel the body becoming very quiet. Nadi Shodhana is actually the purification of the subtle energy channels in the body. And so as tensions rise through our day, perhaps frustration, anxieties, or fears begin to show up, these create kinks in the subtle body. So Nadi Shodhana is a very simple and fast way to help to remedy any of these external motivators that invade our body. So they're like the reactions to things that are happening in our life. And remember that a problem is just a situation that we are stressing over. And sometimes problems are easily solved when we just sit back and wait a moment. And Nadi Shodhana can help us with this. So we just have a few more minutes left where I will practice it simultaneously with you. And as you practice, remember that it's better to have the same length of the inhale and the exhale. What we are trying to avoid is inhaling much more than the exhale. Eventually, when you are used to the practice, and remember you stop and start throughout it, that you actually find that your exhale is slowly but surely getting slightly longer than your inhale. And that's a natural evolution of the practice. In Ayurveda, we recommend that you practice morning and evening. when you get out of bed, or just as you're coming out of bed when you're kind of awake. And then also just as you go to bed, it helps to ensure a very smooth, easy way to get into sleep, because we are in contact with the subtle body and therefore opening into the causal body, which is a part of sleep. So just finishing your last 6 rounds. That's 1 breath on each side 6 times. And then releasing yourself from that practice. So that's the beginner's tutorial for Nadi Shodhana. The intermediate is where we change things up a little bit. So that will be coming soon enough. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you all here. You can leave any comments that you want. Bye for now.